Hiya, my name's Linda Rose and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about something that scares the crap out of me, but that's what this is about, so let's go. So this video is about PCOS. And for those of you who don't know what that is, I will get into that. But just first, a small little bit of a disclaimer. I am not a medical doctor. In spite of having watched all 14 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, I am not a doctor. So I will be discussing things like menstruation and pain and discomfort and mental health issues and body image issues. So if those things are triggers for you, then maybe don't watch this. The reason I'm making this video is because when I was diagnosed with PCOS, I needed something other than the 5,000 videos that are out there about how I cured my PCOS, which is like, yay, fantastic, I'm so glad for you, but that's not what I need in this moment. So I'm making what I needed. So let's go! Yay! So, once again, notes. According to Mayo Clinic, PCOS, which stands for Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, I don't know if I've said that, I feel like I have, oops, anyway. According to Mayo Clinic, PCOS is a hormonal disorder causing enlarged ovaries with small cysts on the outer edges. So basically, what I sort of explain it as is that you don't ovulate properly, you don't ovulate like you're supposed to. Excuse me. Tea. Which is what we do here, apparently. Yeah, so basically you don't ovulate like you're supposed to. And you can go research it a little bit further if you would like to. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to be giving you any actual medical information. I would like to talk about the symptoms though, and my symptoms. So there are a whole bunch, whole bunch of PCOS related symptoms, some of which are quite scary, some aren't as bad, some of them I have suffered from, some of them I haven't. So I'm going to be speaking mostly about the ones that affect me personally, or don't affect me, like the extremes. So the first symptom is abnormal cycles. So what that could mean is heavy periods very close together, or very far away from each other, or even no periods at all, like skipping months and months and months on end. And I remember that I did that. I would skip like 3 months of I would just not have my period for 3 months, and then I would suddenly have like 2 periods in 1 month, and it would feel like I was bleeding out because I was actively bleeding so badly. And then the pain, oh my word, the pain. Sorry, I'm laughing about it because if I don't laugh, I might actually cry. So for me, the pain was so bad at certain times that I was okay for a week out of a month. So the week before my period, it would be excruciatingly painful to do anything. The week of my period, sometimes I couldn't walk. That's how bad it was. And then the week after was also absolutely living hell for me. Like to the point where I remember in high school, after my period, I was sent home because I was in so much pain that I couldn't do anything. And this was post period had ended, so there's nothing there anymore. And then with the pain, for me it's from just below my ribs to just above my knees, all of the muscles, and not even the muscles, things that I got no idea what's going on, but it hurts. But it burns. It's so horrid. That this is honestly something I don't wish on anybody, but unfortunately I think it's 1 in 10 women suffer from polycystic ovarian syndrome, and there is no known cure. There is just, yeah, you can manage your symptoms, but you can't really treat it. And then another symptom would be hair loss or gain, and what I mean by gain is you like grow hair, facial hair or body hair excessively, and I'm really lucky that I never really experienced that. I mean, I get a couple of like little sticky beard hairs every now and then, but it's not that I have to shave my face, so I'm truly grateful for that. But hair loss I can speak about quite extensively. I would shower and wash my hair and pull out fistfuls of hair every time I wash my hair or brush my hair. It's ridiculous. I could show you my brush, but I'm not going to do that because that's kind of gross. Another common symptom is infertility, and I'm fully planning on making an entire video dedicated exclusively to that, because that's one of the things that I haven't really had any experience with up until this point, but I'm only 21, so it's not like I'm trying, you know. But it is something that plays on my mind a lot, related to PCOS and all of that. So I will make a video exclusively dedicated to infertility. And then depression and anxiety. Mental health is a big part of physical health, because your mind and your body work together, but also because it's hormonal, and basically your brain is swimming in a whole bunch of chemicals that aren't balanced, that are all right. You get depressed or anxious about the weirdest freaking things. So definitely have experienced those two. It's fantastic to lie on your bed and stare at the ceiling for 3 weeks because you physically can't do anything else, because you're just that unbalanced in your brain. But thankfully I've realized that it is an imbalance, and when I have bad days, I say I'm having a bad brain day, because it's not me, and I know that it's not me, it's my brain being a chemical mess. But it's my chemical mess. I know that this sort of feels like a very touch and go thing, but I'm gonna make another video about the emotional impact it's had on me, because I feel like that's more where I want to speak to, but I feel like I needed to give a slight introduction to what PCOS is and what it does and what it means physically, before I can get to the mental and emotional parts of it. Then another thing that PCOS can cause, or is related to, I've got no idea, is insulin resistance. And hi, been there, got the t-shirt, it's great. So I was diagnosed with insulin resistance as well, and that meant more medication and fainting when going to the bathroom or getting out of a train or other inopportune times and places and things, because then your how I explain insulin resistance to my family is that insulin is like a key that opens the locked cells to let food in. So when you've got diabetes, you don't make keys, so then you use insulin, which you like get keys from medication. And with insulin resistance is you make keys, but they don't fit the locks, so then you get medication that changes your keys or changes your locks. I'm not quite sure how that works, but basically your locks and keys don't match, but you do make keys. That's such a weird explanation of insulin resistance, but anywho. So I feel like that was a very rambled, short, rushed video, but that's all for right now. The next video I will probably be filming directly after this one, so if you do see me wearing the same everything, that would be why. Not that anybody really cares. And that one's going to be about the emotional elements of PCOS and what that affects, and need to cut that word from my vocabulary, not completely, but just a little bit. Thank you very much for your time. Feel free to, I don't know, subscribe, comment. If you have PCOS and you've experienced any of the things I have symptom-wise, feel free to, you know, share below if you want to. If you don't want to, know that there are people out there who do understand. There are people out there who know. Even if your family and your friends, they don't know. They are very supportive, but they don't get it like somebody else with PCOS would get it. So this is a safe space, and I almost want to say my door is always open, but the comments are always open for support. So today, I hope you have a wonderful one. Thank you and goodbye.